So initial voting for the WNBA All-Star game is now out, and we have some interesting names on the list, and we have a list that is a little bit different than you've seen in the past with the WNBA. And we also see the star power, the shine of a star. I use quotation marks on purpose. We see the star fading for someone who was immensely beloved by some people. And we're going to talk about that right now. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. We talk facts over feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Appreciate y'all rolling with me. I've been sick this past week. I did a 1 hour live last night after the game. Rough game for the Indiana Fever, naturally, as I've indicated, and I will have some more content on that today. But let's talk about this, man. The actual first ballots have come in, and of course, who else could you expect than to see Caitlin Clark listed at number one on the early voting? She is number one, and we will share this with you. We will share this with you. As you can see, sorry about that. The list, as you can see, is Caitlin Clark with 515,000 votes, almost 516. Nafisa Collier, Aaliyah Boston, Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Paige Beckers. Paige Beckers is rolling in at sixth. Kelsey Mitchell's in at seventh. Sabrina Ionescu's at eighth. Lexi Hull, the fan base of the Indiana Fever have spoken. They have spoken. They are pushing Lexi Hull, trying to push her into the All-Star game, folks. And look at number 10, Kiki Irifin, rookie for the Washington Mystics. Kiki Irifin is proving herself to be a ball player. Definitely a lot more than I thought she would be. So kudos to her and her performance to where she is the number 10, the 10th most highest vote getter so far, in the initial reports. Then you got Kelsey Plum, Satu Sabali, and here we find Angel Reese. What happened to the Angel Reese fan base? Have y'all truly abandoned Angel Reese? Is the star shining, the star shine dimming on Angel Reese now? Have her own people just left her? Have they forgotten her? Do they no longer love her? I mean, she celebrates mediocrity with the me bound thing that she thinks that she's just gonna so randomly get. I know people all thought that was brilliant and so forth. And she can make whatever t-shirts she wants. You do know that patents are not just trademarks are not just given. They take 12 to 18 months for approval, and half of them are rejected. So, you could try that, but if she gets it, she gets it. But who the hell celebrates being mediocre? Yeah, only one Angel, and I think what's happening is people are recognizing reality. Yeah, her shooting percentage thankfully has moved up to 37.8% because God, it couldn't get much worse now, could it? She's had 2 games shooting over 50% over the past over the past 5, which has drastically increased her shooting percentage. But yet, still in those other 3, she has some 3 bad shooting percentages as well. Nonetheless, Angel Reese is now 13th, man. I don't remember I don't really remember what Angel Reese was last year, but I'm sure it wasn't 13th. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. She wasn't this far down in the vote tallies. Let's do a Let's go check back last. Yeah, I was correct. Last year, Angel Reese finished fifth overall in All Star Game voting. She was only behind Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Asia Wilson, and Brianna Stewart. So yeah, she finished fifth overall in voting last year. So yeah, there's been a change in her fan base. They obviously don't think too much of her anymore. So yeah, you keep talking about somebody as if they're a real star, and then you find out. Continuing in this voting, Alicia Gray, Jonquil Jones, Natasha Howard, Gabby Williams, Nneka Ogwumike, Dearica Hamby, Rakea Jackson, Alyssa Thomas, so forth and so forth. Camila Cardoso. Seemingly, only league only has like 150 players, so we have 40 players listed here. Uh, you know, it's kind of crazy when you have Kayla McBride, who is definitely among the best guards in the league, 40th in voting at this point in time. But voting is open until look at this. It says throughout the voting period, fans may submit one full ballot each day. All WNBA players currently on the team rosters will be available for selection. Two for 1 days will allow fans to have their votes count twice on June 14th, June 20th, and June 27th. That's pretty weird. They just making up stuff. Let's see what else. I don't know when it wraps up here. Um, but here's just the game is on July 19th in Indiana at the game at Gamebridge, and it will be the voting is WNBA players will media will join fans. Players and media will join fans in selecting the all-star starters. Fans will account for 50% of the vote, while all current players and media panel will account for 25% each. Players and media panelists will be able to complete one ballot featuring four guards and six front court players. And when you look at this right here, it says after all votes are tallied, players will be ranked by position, guard and front court within each of the three voting groups: fan votes, player votes, and media votes. Each player's score will be calculated by averaging the weighted ranked from the fan votes, the player votes, and the media votes. The four guards and six front court players with the best score will be named as starters for the AT. So as I said, the four guards and six front court players with the best score will be named as starters for the AT&T WNBA All-Star Game for 2025. And the fan voting will serve as the tiebreaker for the players in a position group with the same score. After the starters have been determined, the league's head coaches will select 12 reserves. The head coaches will vote for three guards, five front court players, and four players at either position, regardless of conference. I don't even know why they have conferences in the WNBA. They're freaking useless. They don't actually play conference ball type stuff. So that's stupid. Coaches may not vote for players on their own team. The announcement dates for both the starters and reserves will be shared later this month. The two all star captains, the starters who receive the most fan votes, which is obviously going to be Caitlin Clark and probably Nafisa Collier, the way it's looking, will then draft their respective rosters by selecting first from the remaining eight players in the pool of starters and then from the pool of 12 reserves. Lord have mercy. This is like the shit that they did with the NBA where you had players, LeBron and KD were captains, or LeBron and Giannis were captains. Um, so we'll see what happens there. But as you can see, Caitlin Clark is well ahead in the voting, and the her and Nafisa Collier are clearly going to be the number one and number two going into this thing in terms of fan voting. I am sure of this current top 10 list, there will be some adjustment in terms of player voting and coach voting. I cannot my personal opinion, I can't possibly see Paige Beckers being ranked in the top 10. I don't see Lexi Hull in the top 10. I don't see Kiki Irifin in the top 10. Why? Because that's just how they roll. This is how this league works. So I don't see any of those three in the top 10 for voting from players and fans. But who knows? Maybe the fan voting will help push them through. I do think Kiki Irifin, for example, has made her. She is an all-star, absolutely. Um, looking at the rest of this list, I think it's pretty telling that you see someone's star power, their shine. The shine is dimming because Angel Reese's fans ain't voting because they know. But yeah, I don't see Lexi Hull as a starter in the All Star team. I don't see Paige Beckers as a starter on the All Star team. Um, but we shall see, man. But anyhow, that's the first drop of votes. Last year, Caitlin Clark ended up with like 700,000 votes. When did it doesn't say when what day? Today is the 20th. So this was dropped at 11:45 this morning. And that's about when does the voting end? I don't see where the voting ends. I don't even see where the voting ends. Whatever. Anyhow, get your votes in. Uh, yeah, I don't see. I don't even see where the voting ends. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyhow, drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. And once again, appreciate y'all continued support of the channel. This is Rudy's Rant. Her game, her way. Women's basketball. Come on now.